Hello, dear doers. In an increasingly digital world, going paperless is expected. It saves time, money, and effort for your employees. Before electronic signatures, contracts had to be signed, shipped, faxed, scanned, and filed. What a headache. Thanks to e-signatures, you cut printing, postage, and travel costs. You also save plenty of time. Traditional signatures create bottlenecks. An important document could be lost, delayed, or stuck on someone's desk, waiting to be scanned. Too many touch points slow everything down. E-signing only takes a few minutes, which is convenient for everyone involved. At Stealthy Wood, we use Odoo's Sign app. It's easy to use. You just upload the document, designate signatures and recipients, and then send it out immediately. So let's jump into Stealthy Wood's database to see how it works. All right, so here I am on Stealthy Wood's database, specifically looking at the sign application. Now, right now I'm looking at my dashboard, which is going to show me my favorite templates. And I know that because, first of all, my favorites will be starred, as this one is here. And I also have the filter My Favorites, which I can remove in order to see all of my documents. And I simply need to star a document in order to make it my favorite. All right, now from the dashboard view, we have several options. So from a document, I can actually click on Send in order to send that document by email for a signature. So we'll call it a signature request. All right, I can sign it right now. This is useful if you need to sign a document yourself or if you are with the person or people who do need to sign it. We can also share the document. Now we will send this link to multiple people, or we can send it to multiple people, and they will be able to sign their own copy of the document. And note that we can only do this if the document only has one person required in order for it to be completed, or one signature required, I should say. Now we will also be able to filter our templates as well using these tags on the left. So for example, if I just want to see the templates that are related to sales or have the tag sales, I simply have to check there. This is really useful, especially if you have a lot of documents. Now I'll also be able to upload a PDF to sign right away. Now I will choose this option if I just need to have this document signed once or by one person, or by multiple people, but only once. And then I can also upload a PDF template as well, which is what I will use when I need to send a similar copy of that document several times. Now what I'm going to do is jump to documents. Now this is where I will manage the documents that we've actually sent for signatures. So in this case, I'm just looking at my documents or my requests, which is our default filter. So I can remove that to see all of our requests here. Now another filter that I should definitely take advantage of is here. So to sign or sign, so that I can see just the documents that are waiting on signatures or the documents that have already been signed. So it's just a great way to stay organized. All right, now what I'm going to do is actually create a PDF template because we would like to have a default contract for our future employees. And of course, they will sign the contract electronically. But before we do that, we are going to add a new role. So a role will designate who has to sign or fill in certain parts of a document. So I'm going to go to Configuration, Roles, and simply click on Create. And I'm going to put HR Rep, which of course will stand for our HR representative. And then you're going to notice here that we have the option SMS authentication. So if I activate this option, after filling in the document, the person will be prompted to provide a cell phone number to receive a validation code, and the code will then be used to complete the signature process. All right, so let's go ahead and save this, and we're going to jump back to our dashboard. And I'm going to click on Upload a PDF template because I'm going to be using this template for all of our future employees. And then from here, I can start to edit the file. I can drag and drop some of these fields, and I can also add some default tags to the template as well. So in this case, I'm going to put HR. Now, the first field I'm going to add will be a name field, and I can resize it. I can even move it around if I need to. And you're going to see here that the role or the person who needs to sign this is the customer, and that is not the case here. So I'm simply going to change that. I'm going to add employee. I can even say if this is a mandatory field or not. And then we're going to click on validate. I'm going to scroll down and add a text line. For the position that needs to be signed or filled in by the HR rep, and then another text line here Also, that needs to be completed by the HR rep, and it's going to remember that the last role that we added was the HR rep, so that will be added there as well. And then we're going to add some signature fields. Now, if at any point you add the wrong field and you need to delete it, all you have to do is select and click on the bin. I'm going to add another signature here and a couple of date fields, just like that. And again, it memorizes the last role that you added. So for employee, or under employee signature, we of course need to select the employee role and validate. So it was super easy to add some fields, and there are a variety of fields that you could add, such as checkboxes, selections, initial fields. So you can really tailor your document to whatever is required. All right, so we're going to go ahead and save this. And once it's saved, we're going to see it here back in our dashboard. I have that employee contract, and then I'm going to send it right away. All right, so I'm first going to send it to the employee, of course, and to the HR rep, which is me. And in this case, I'm John Smith Odoo. We can also add some people in CC. We can change the subject, and we can also change the message if we would like to as well. But let's send it the way that it is right now. And then we're going to have an overview of that document, and we'll be able to see the signatures that we're waiting on. All right, so I can see that I'm waiting on Abigail as well as John the Smith. So let me jump on over to that email where we have already received our signature request emails. Let's go ahead and sign this document. Now, I'm only going to be able to sign or complete the fields that I'm responsible for as John the Smith. So let's go ahead and click on Start. We're going to be able to add the positions. Let's say CEO and the wage. All right, and then we're going to add our signature, which we can either draw. I can have Odoo auto load the signature if I would like to, and in that case, I can change the style. All right, or we can also load our own signature, so we can upload our own signature if we have a file. All right, so let's go ahead and click on Adopt and Sign. I will need to remove my auto-populate there, and then I can click on Validate and Send Completed Documents. Thank you, your signature has been saved. And then I can view that document. All right, so I can see exactly what I have just done. And now we're going to jump back to Odoo. All right, and I'm actually going to go to our documents by clicking on Documents at the top, and I'm going to be able to see, of course, that document that I just signed, and we're going to see that my email address is in green because I have completed my part, but we're still waiting on our future employee, Abigail, to sign this document. And if we want to see more details about this, we can click on these three little dots and then Details. And then we're going to have, again, more details about the document as well as the status. And then, of course, we can view the document from here as well. So I'll see my nice little signature, and I'll see that we're still waiting on Abigail. So as you can see, managing e-signatures is so easy and convenient. Now, that is all for this video. Thank you for watching, and if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.